Greetings, everyone. Excuse me. This is me again, Zahra Bazak. Okay, today we're going to now in this live stream closely examine the what's happening here. So, okay, it's connected. Took a long time for the mic headphones to connect to the phone. Disconnected. Okay. I hope it doesn't disconnect. Can you hear me, the sound? So we're going to go through Surah Saba ayat 44. God says here that the disbelievers say He has not sent us a book, right? Or any messenger. Then just think, how did even the polytheists who created gods and all, they say the forefathers did it and we're just following blindly what they have made, created, used assumption and all this, because Shaitan had beguiled them, led them astray. So they follow assumptions, right? So this is Surah Saba at 44. And we had not given them any scripture which they could study, and we had not sent to them before you, O Muhammad, any warner. So this is what the disbelievers have said, and reading the previous ayat, you could tell that this is what they actually say, right? So I think I should read ayat 43. When our clear signs are rehearsed to them, they say this is only a man who wishes to hinder you from the worship. Worship is in brackets again, which your fathers practiced. See, your fathers practiced. So there was a way, a worship method which their fathers practiced. So these are not even disbelievers, these are mushriks maybe, worshippers of many gods. So we have to guess. This is why the ayats are not very clear also. And they say this is only a falsehood invented. So they say this is only a falsehood invented, and the unbelievers say of the truth when it comes to them, this is nothing but evident magic. Then this ayat continues to 44. And we had not given them any scriptures which they could study, and we had not sent to them before you any warner. Then we go to 45 verse of Surah Saba. And those before them denied, and they, i.e. the people of Makkah, have not attained a tenth of what we had given them. But they, i.e. the former peoples, denied my messengers. So how terrible, in brackets, close bracket, the word terrible, was my reproach. So these people are saying God did not send us any messenger or any scripture. Let's see how true this is, right? We're going to check. This is another unjust ayat for these polytheists, disbelievers, unbelievers. How? Okay. Surah Namal ayats. Is he not best who begins creation, then repeats it? Okay, this 64 ayat. Let me just get to, is he not best who guides you through the darkness? He is the best, but he has chosen a messenger. So please bear with me as I go through rested. Let me see, Surah Najm, end of the beginning thing. So is it, and how many angels there are in the heavens whose intercession will not avail at all, except, so for the intercession of the angels, Allah has allowed this. So I'm on 26 Surah Surah Najam also. Oh, I'm going to go through this. Let's see Surah Namal. I just, where has it jumped to now? I had put it on the messenger, so please bear with me. And he has chosen the messenger for you. So, is he not best to me? Here it describes this creator. He's the best creator. Here it is. It's 59 ayat of Surah Namal. Say, O Muhammad, praise be to Allah and peace upon His servants whom He has chosen. Is Allah better or what they associate with Him? So it says He has chosen His messengers, and we have given the books, scriptures, so that you know. Let's find out if that is true. I mean, could you find out how He has chosen His messengers? Through His scriptures only. Right? So here, 60, more precisely, is he not best who created the heavens and the earth and sent down for you rain from the sky? Praising His, there is no deity with Allah. So, who, has grown the trees thereof. He's the creator, He's the provider, He's the maintainer of the universe, Allah. Is there a deity with Allah? No, but they are people who ascribe equals to Him. So your creator is mentioned. Every Muslim rejoices in this one creator, the provider, the destroyer, the maintainer. Yet He chooses angels to intercede by His permission, whomever He wants. So I read that little bit of that ayat in Surah Najm. Right? Now, how do you know if this is the true messenger? And also what I want to prove through Surah Najm ayats also, that you see what he saw here was in his heart. And maybe when they say provide proof, right, where did I now put that? Surah Namal. I think it's in Surah Namal ayat. Is He not best who made the earth a stable ground? Is there a deity with Allah? No, but most of them do not know. 61. Now in Surah Takwir there is a deity. There is a messenger with Allah. Oh, possessor of power. 19, 20, 21 you can read. And then, is He not best who responds to the desperate ones? He calls upon Him and removes evil and makes you inheritors of the earth. He's also made you inheritors, remember, of the earth. Is there a deity with Allah? Little do you remember. 63. Is He not best who guides you through the darkness of the land and sea, and who sends the winds as good tidings before His mercy? Is there a deity with Allah? High is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. It's 64 ayat. Is He not best who begins creation, then repeats it, and who provides for you from the heaven and the earth? Is there a deity with Allah? Say, produce your proof if you should be truthful. So here it says to them, I'll stop here. Just looking at the other 65 ayat of Surah Namal. Say, none in the heavens and the earth knows the unseen except Allah. Shaitan knows, Iblis knew, angels know. And we are told Prophet Muhammad also knows. His messengers know. Say, none in the heavens and the earth. Say, none in the heavens and the earth knows the unseen except Allah. Here we have contradictions. And reading other ayats, like the messenger, he say, who is a witness? Allah is a witness between you and me. So if none knows in the heavens nor on the earth, The unseen except Allah. Oh, sorry, this I got it wrong, okay. Say, none in the heavens and the earth knows the unseen except Allah. No one knows the unseen except Allah. And they do not perceive when they will be resurrected. Okay, they do not know the unseen except Allah. So even if we take it like this, which is the right way to take this verse, ayat, then none knows in the heavens or the earth knows the unseen except Allah. So how would anyone, unless he tells them, and they do not perceive when they will be resurrected. But then we're told to remember Allah asked us who He is. So He's also the unseen. Allah is also the unseen. So wouldn't this be an unfair ayat? None in the heavens or the earth except Allah knows what is hidden. Unless He brings it out, perhaps, they would say. Rather, the knowledge is arrested concerning the hereafter also. Rather, they are in doubt about it. Rather, they are concerning it blind. Okay, okay, so some of us are blind to what is here in front of us sometimes. Sometimes we're blind to what we can't see, what we don't want to see. Sometimes we're blind to what is there hidden in, so it goes like this. And those who disbelieve say, we have become dust, as well as our forefathers will we indeed be brought out of the graves. Now this is for the unbelievers, total atheists. But some ayats are like mixed up. We don't know whether God is addressing the polytheists or God is addressing the disbelieving atheists. It's not very clear. So provide your proof. At least, okay, for the proof, say produce your proof if you should be truthful. Now how are these polytheists to produce their truth, right? Maybe they showed him when it says here, provide your proof. So we go to Surah Najm. Now, none knows the unseen. So they made him this, I'm just guessing now. It's not, because it's not just satanic guessing. It's just trying to infer by the star when it descends. Your companion has not strayed, nor has he erred. So God uses the star which you can see. Nor does he speak from his own inclination. And so by the star, like he takes an oath by the star. Okay. It is not but a revelation revealed. How do you know that the revelation was not revealed in the hearts of the polytheists? And this is not in book form. He didn't even write it. It wasn't automatic divine, writing. He just spoke it out. He taught to him by one intense in strength. Whether it's Allah or Jibrail, there are two views here. 5th ayat of Surah Najm. 6th, one of soundness. Now it can't be Allah, because one of soundness who taught him with great power, like he's got mighty in power. One of soundness, and he rose to true form. He's got a form here. He's got a form. Possessor of soundness, and he rose. Okay. It doesn't say form, but he rose. How can Allah rise? While he was in the higher horizon. Who was in the highest horizon? Now, some say Prophet Muhammad, I don't know, let's see the footnote. I.e. in the sky above the eastern horizon, but who? The horizon means the eastern edge of the sky where the sun rises and the day dawns. The same has been referred. Both the verses make it explicit that when the Prophet saw Gabriel for the first time, he had appeared on the eastern horizon of the sky. And there are several authentic traditions which show that at that time he was in his real shape, in which Allah has created him. And we shall quote all such traditions below. So just checking the sound. Yeah. Right? So here we have that Prophet Muhammad saw Jibreel, according to the Sunnis, on the highest form. And he approached and descended and came, then he approached and came down. This is Jibreel coming down and was at a distance of 2 bow lengths or nearer. And he revealed to his servant what he revealed. Now Allah is revealing to his servant what he revealed, right? So he revealed to his slave what he revealed. Maybe they're showing him the proof he asked for. And yet he put it on himself that Allah made him do this and saw it. See Jibreel. The heart did not lie what it saw. Actually, his heart is seeing. Remember a Jew asked Abul Hassan Imam Ali in Al-Kafi it is given, how do you worship Allah when you don't see him? Prophet Imam Ali said that I see Allah through the heart. Otherwise, I would not be worshipping someone that I don't see, or Allah through anything through the heart, or in any way. So it's through the heart, right? So my tab has a low. So I've got to correct these verses and show you the correct, maybe this, because there's so many contradictions, and now we're doing like a research beyond the ordinary. I don't have Quran ayats like very clearly. Even the simple contradictions that I was showing, the Muslims would not accept it. So this is for higher grounds, higher people. But maybe one day you will get it, right? One day you will get it. The heart did not lie about what it saw. Now we're being told that there's a heart named Fu'ad, what it saw. Not qalb, but the Fu'ad. And you know what the Fu'ad is? So we have footnotes here. I'm just clicking on it. Mind or perception of the Prophet. And now, why is Allah showing him all these things? Why? So, but he can't see Allah, mind you. He cannot see Allah. So will you dispute with him over what he saw? You can you not say that when he asked for proof from them, they said, okay, we'll show you. We'll show him. So one day he sees it, but they may be wanting to test him. Have you ever wondered about that? Like maybe also they didn't even say, okay, we'll show you. One day he saw these things, Sidratul Muntaha, a tree, a sacred tree, in that high level. And it was shrouded with the mysteries, it was shrouded. The ayat goes, it will come. So this also. And he certainly saw him in another descent. And he's also seeing Gabriel at the low tree of the utmost boundary. Now, why is God showing him these Shayan things, like trees and Gabriel, the angel, Archangel Gabriel, on the horizon and descending and ascending, right? Near it is the garden of refuge. And a garden, when they're covered, the low trees, Sidratul Muntaha, right? Low tree, that which covered it. The sight did not swerve, nor did it transgress. Maybe these polities are saying this is how we see through the heart, Fu'ad. how many times this fu'ad is used, you know? For heart, the qalb is used. And if the polytheists were here, they would have explained to us how you can, this heart, what this fu'ad is, and how you can see through the fu'ad, not the eyes. But unfortunately, the books must have been burnt and inferring. So guessing is when when you make assumptions just out of perhaps your mind. But here, having gone through all the contradictory ayats and problems in the Quran, obscure, unclear ayats, some words have a wide connotation, not clear. Because of that, the ayats are not clear. Some words have two different meanings. Ayat becomes obscure again, not clear. So that's why now I've come to this way of research. So inferring that the polytheists could have given him the power, what they had, to see the unseen, the spiritual higher realms. And that ayat says only Allah knows the unseen and can see it. Things are hidden from you. That's not fair, right? Even that ayat that I read out, whether it was in Surah Namal or another. And in Surah Najm, we give intercession to the angels also, but, with our permission, we can give. So this also, please bear with me, my explanation may not be that great. But I'm struggling also trying to explain, and so I'm not that eloquent. So have you considered Allah and Al-Uzza? This is Surah Najm ayat 19. Now look at the footnote, reading it out now. That is, you regard the teaching being given to you by Muhammad as erroneous and falsehood, whereas he is being given this knowledge by Allah, and Allah has made him see. Allah has made him see with his own eyes. Here it says eyes of the heart, perhaps, and not with the normal eyes. But anyways, this is what they say here. The verities to which he is testifying before you. Now turn it around to the polytheists. So where did they see? Where did they see Allah and Al-Uzza and the other one, Al-Manat, 20, verse 20, and the third, the other one, and Manat, the third, the other one, deity. So they could contemplate, turn it around. He's only seen Sidratul Muntaha and he's seen an angel. You can't see Allah, we are told. Maybe you can see, further go and see Allah even. Or see that you can't see the formless Allah, God, but you can see Allah coming in form. And here it doesn't even say Gabriel. They have to put IE brackets. It says Sidratul Muntaha, the tree. But it doesn't say Gabriel. He saw him, rising, and then descending, and then rising, and then coming near, closer, as two bows' length. And so what are two bows' length and all this? Could that be Allah coming near in form? But the Muslims say, I.e. Gabriel. So the low tree also he saw, noteworthy. Now tell me, have you seen Lat and Uzza? Now he's asking them, have you seen this is unfair? Or have you considered? So have you seen? Afara aitumu. So have you seen or considered the lot? But here in word by word, you can see it says, have you seen? It's a basir is seeing, and also afara aitumu could be considered or seen. That's why they've put here, word by word, English translation, the word seen. So have you seen? So now they can see this, not what their forefathers believed, but the power their forefathers gave them, like rishis they've had in India long time ago, who used to contemplate, go inside, meditate, find the truth, like that, seeing inside them. So you see how unjust these ayahs are now, how unjust to the polytheists. Whereas he's seeing all this, and there in one ayat it says here in Surah Najm ayat that his heart, through the heart he saw Lot tree, Sidratul Muntaha, of the utmost boundary. And it was shrouded with what it was shrouded. He can't even describe it. You see, this is how they tested him. I'm getting an insight now. He certainly saw the greatest signs of his Lord. And we're told he's the greatest sign, light. But Allah is showing the greatest messenger. Isn't he the greatest sign? He certainly saw the great signs of his Lord. That's all he saw. And these idols could be also the greatest signs of the Lord, which they have seen through the third eye, like Shiva shows, like the Hindus believe, right? Inner eye. And thus, now he's asking them, have you considered Allah and Al-Uzza and the third, Manat, the third one, the other goddess? So what are these? These are greatest signs of the Lord. These idols, deities, goddesses and gods. So please don't get, deceived. Surah Namal. Oh, this great creator. Can anyone create like this? Can anyone guide you through the depths of darkness on land and sea? All this in Surah Namal ayats. And then it says in 64, it praises the creator like anything, the one who takes away your distress and all that. Is he not best who begins creation, then repeats it, and who provides for you from the heaven and the earth? Is there a deity with Allah? Say, produce your proof if you should be truthful. So when they must have produced their proof. No. He rejected, lying. What a liar. And he himself is seeing the greatest signs of Allah and then tells them, would you dispute with him what he saw? Like, your companion is not mad. And I know Umar bin Khattab was a polytheist. I know Abu Bakr was a polytheist. And what the Shia say. So maybe, even their daughters tested him when they became his wives. Surah Tahrim, you can see how he broke like he made an oath against the command of Allah, not waiting for the revelation to come. What shall I do with these annoying wives? Should I please them or not? And break the commandment of Allah. Right? Like that. So that's why now I've brought you here. Say, none in the heavens and the earth knows the unseen except Allah. Unseen? What are the greatest signs of Allah in Surah Najm? This is the unseen He saw. And then through the heart, and then and that is an unjust division. So how many angels are there divided, allocated in different ways for different purposes? Jibrail is the revelation angel, and there are other angels. Mikhail is the angel that fights the evil, saves your soul from evil. They are not but names you have named them. How did he find out the name of that low tree? He calls it Sidratul Muntaha, for which Allah and Gabriel, this archangel, you had to give it a name. Revelation archangel. The archangel of revelation. Oh, they are not but mere names you have named them. Now they know that this is not a true prophet, for sure. He's just, they gave him the power to see why they believed in Manat, all these goddess and goddesses, and they now know for sure he's not a true prophet. Or is there for man whatever he wishes. So you see, in the beginning you see your companion is not mad. And by the star, so there are stars even that are very important. Cyrus, Surah Tariq. What would make you know what a Tariq is? The night comer. So this, and how many angels there are in the heavens, whose intercession will not avail at all, except after Allah has permitted, to whom He wills and approves. So they have known this through their meditation and contemplation, through their heart's eye, fu'ad, applied for the polities. Indeed, those who do not believe in the hereafter name the angels female names. And you've named the angels what? Gabriel is a female name or a male name? Do you know? And they have thereof no knowledge. No knowledge. Again, blaming them. They follow except assumption, and indeed assumption avails not against the truth at all. Conjecture, assumptions. So turn away from whoever turns his back on our message. And will you dispute it with him? This is the sum of knowledge. Very limited, they say. And even we did not give them this knowledge. But they have no knowledge therein. They just assumed, conjectured. Now, did you see it? Did the Muslims see it? His Sahabas at that time. And it also says, will you dispute with him what he saw? 12th ayat of Surah Najm. So will you dispute with him over what he saw? The Prophet's heart in no way falsified that which he saw. And they're laughing. They're saying, oh my God, we got it. He's not a true prophet. Because you see, turn the whole thing around. Maybe they gave him the power to see all this. And now since he lied, can the polytheists also see gods and goddesses like this? With their fu'ad, meditating? And Allah also says, here, how does He start the Surah Najm? And you know what this is? What is this? By the star. What is this ayat, Najam? It's on a star. It's Najam, generally, it's star. Star. Not even Allah alone. The name is star. By the star, when it descends, what it became? Jibrail sets. When it sets, what does it mean? In the original word, and An-Najam has been used, Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, and Sufyan Thawri opine that it implies the Pleiades, the seven sisters. Ibn Jarir and Zamakshari have held this same interpretation as preferable. Now we can also look at, it's this. It says this or Venus implies Venus. Sudi says it implies Venus. Dissenting views, different views. And Abu Ubaidah, they don't even know your religious scholars. Which star? And let's see, so under this, Surah Najm, what multilingual Quran? Surah Najm, the commentary of the Shias under this ayat. We go to Surah Najm now. Commentary of the Shias. Surah Najm, 53 ayat. Okay, display. It is, I swear by the star when it goes down. Puya Ali commentary on Surah 53, ayat 1. It is reported by Ibn Abbas that one night after praying the Isha Salat, the Holy Prophet told his companions, at dawn tomorrow a star will descend on the earth from the heaven. On whomsoever's house it will come upon will be my heir, my successor, and he is the divinely commissioned guide. Not that Allah, revealed to him through Jibrail this, and the star descended on Ali's house. This is what they say. The hypocrites began to whisper that in love of Ali, the Holy Prophet had gone astray. On this occasion, these verses were revealed. The Holy Prophet is mentioned as Sahib, companion, because he was living among the people addressed in this verse. He does not speak of his own will. Allah has mentioned in Deuteronomy 18:18, then the Lord said to me, Musa, meaning, I will raise up for them a prophet like you, one of their own race, and I will put my words into his mouth. He shall convey all my commands to them. It's also mentioned, in John 16, verse 18. Isa said, however, when he comes, who is the Spirit of truth, he will guide you into all the truth. For he will speak on his own authority. He will not speak on his own authority, but will tell only what he hears, and he will make known to you the things that are coming. The Holy Prophet was always in communion with God, Allah. Really? Then why did he not wait for Allah's revelation about the annoying wives? And he goes pleasing his wife. Not only that, but he breaks the command of Allah by wanting to please his wives or assuage his wives, or stop them from annoying him. Whatever he said was the word of Allah, and his actions were the fulfillment of the divine will. Yet at the time of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, his close companion had doubts about his prophethood, despite many verses of the Quran, of course. Now, you see why? Now, about this star that it swears, the Shia say, well, this star, no, it's about the truth being conveyed. What are you seeing? Your companion does not err, nor does he go astray. So they haven't given you see, Allah is swearing by the star because to tell them that your companion does not err, nor has he gone astray. He did see the Lord of the strength So who is he here? Lord of the strength. So the Shias don't give a proper answer to this by the star. Jibrail he saw here. Here. Even the Shias say that he saw Jibrail here, I think. Let me see. I just saw Jibrail, so that's why I'm just quickly, because I have the Holy Prophet held in view the entire universe from the highest position where he found Jibrail. Then the Holy Prophet drew near to Allah. You see, the verses don't come like this, till a distance of two bows or still nearer. The Lord of strength, so he attained completion. Okay, he attained completion, meaning now he was near to Allah. Huh. Okay, yeah, I think here the Shias would be right if this is like the Lord of strength, the translation of the sixth ayat of Surah Najm. Shakir puts it, the Lord of strength, so he attained completion. So went near Allah. But the one who rose and your companion does not err, nor does he go astray, the Lord of strength, so he attained completion. And then the ayat, and he is in the highest part of the horizon. And he drew near, then he bowed, not bowed, bowed. So he was the measure of two bows, or closer still, and he revealed to his servant what he revealed, and the heart was not untrue what he saw. It depends on which translation of the Quran ayats you're taking. Eyes can see matter. Allah is the creator of matter. He himself is not matter. No infinite being can ever see the infinite. The Holy Prophet saw the manifestation of his glory and power in the heaven, and the quality of glory the Holy Prophet saw that was different from any that is visible on the earth. So when he narrated what he saw to the dwellers of the earth, those among them who do not have the elementary knowledge of the spiritual existence, the unseen, which only Allah knows, we are told in the Quran, with him concerning what he saw during his ascension. 12 ayat. What do you then dispute with him as to what he saw? The Holy Prophet, and certainly saw him in another descent. 12 and 13. So under 13 ayat we have this commentary of Shias, Puya Ali commentary. The Holy Prophet saw Jibrail at Sidrat al-Muntaha, beyond which neither any angel or any other created being could pass. Then Jibrail told him, I shall not take another step from here. The Holy Prophet went ahead, and that which happened there is mentioned in verses 8, 9, and 10 of this surah. 8, 9, and 10. So before you go back, 8, 9, and 10. So you go back 8. So he was the measure of two bows, or closer still. 9. So he was the measure, no, 8, sorry. Then he drew near, then he bowed. So he was the measure of two bows, or closer still. 9. 10. And he revealed to his servant what he revealed. The heart was not untrue what he saw. So they're saying, yes, the Shia say that he saw God. He went near. No, he did. What? No. He bowed, and he is the highest part of, and he. So you go back to the ayats 8, 9, 10. Then he drew near. He drew near to God. Then he bowed. So he was measure of two bows, or closer still, to God, Prophet Muhammad. Now here Jibrail can't come here. This is the highest place. 10. And he revealed. Now Allah revealed to his servant what he revealed. 11. The heart was not untrue. So you see, Aka Medipuya Ali commentary says we have to go back to those ayats where he went closer to Allah, reached completion. So we have to go back to the ayats of, and then 14 at the furthest low tree. So he sees Sidrat al-Muntaha in the region of the bliss. Beyond Sidrat al-Muntaha, the Holy Prophet saw the glory of the kingdom of Allah, also the paradise he saw, near which is the garden, the place to be resorted to. See there all this, the Arsh or throne and Allah's presence, seat of divine authority. And only this Prophet Muhammad, how does he go? How does he see? And and he's telling the companions, don't dispute with him. Allah's telling them, will you dispute with him what he saw? And when the polytheists want to show, no. And what a way to, we can't, no, they just make conjectures. They're just assuming. Just because he could have copied, and he has copied from the polytheists also. So, you see all this now, now what I do is, hope I've explained this clearly enough for you to understand what I'm trying to say. So Surah Saba, Ayat 44. And we had not given them any scripture which they could study. And we had not sent to them before you, O Muhammad, any warner. This is what they were saying. And he's put it, maybe, do you see the ridiculousness of this? As the polytheists were testing him, he was saying, yes. Maybe even like if someone says to me that, your love for Miss Tissa or something is not pure. I know how pure it is. I knew in my heart how pure my love for Miss Tissa. But let's say a Shia tells me that, no, it can't be pure. Now, do you think I will believe in the Shia who tells me this? Because I don't, because, no, I did love Panjatan Park, right, at that time. Or do you think I will believe in what I feel inside? So you can put it and say, a revelation has come to me that Zahra's heart is not pure. You know why? Because there's no pure love. Only the test is if you love Imam Ali. And Prophet Muhammad was crazy about Imam Ali. And then they say, Surah Zumar, why do you worship them? Why do you love them more than you? And they don't love Allah, but the believers love Allah more than they love Allah. Oh, this is like all Quran ayats, I said, sorry, I may have given a wrong example, bad one. So now you have Maulas, right? Even Hazir Imam. I mean, I can call him a Maula if I don't have to. Like, I'm not a Shia. Oh, God, did I put my tabs volume on? Sorry, excuse me. So for example, I'm just saying that there may be many masters. You don't have to be a Muslim to be a master, a spiritual master. You can just be a spiritual person and be a master. And be a master of your own destiny also. Right? You can do that. So so also the problem with the ego, I can show you, like when I listened to Paramahamsa Vishwananda recently, it was Narasimha's Jayanti 2023. I just went through the clips, through the video, because then afterwards I got a headache, because it's for 4 hours or something, the celebration. So, I listened to his speech or his sermon. And thing is that this poor man, really, this master, something is wrong with him. He hushed. his disciple who made sound because of maybe Narasimha, getting all hyper about the Narasimha or something. I don't know what happened there, but he said shh to them. So I still feel that poor guy, a man God, he's lacking something, and that he wants to crush his our egos, his disciples' egos and all. But that will take a long, long time, right? And it's hard work for him to crush the egos of his disciples. Is the ego, if a fear comes in your heart of the ego, then you're in that trap all the time, I tell you. You'll be feeling guilty, scared. Oh, my ego made me do this. Oh, Master, I apologize. I'm talking about Paramahamsa Vishwananda and Bhakti Marga. Something is wrong with him. Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Anyways, so I was, no, I can't say this, he's God. Maybe my ego. See, then the fear of my ego also came. But this ego thing, let's find out. We'll find out about the ego. It's all fake. The moment you realize that you are love and you have so much love in your heart for another person, how can the ego come up? Then like my father, that, if Bibi Fatma Zahra has come in another person's dream, saying you are important, you are special, but still you should pray and do this, he started to give me that fear that, why should I have this fear? When Bibi Fatma Zahra has come and called me whatever she called me, Siddiqat and all this, right? Why should I have the fear? How can, you see, everything becomes a fear. This is what Jittu Krishnamurti also was trying to show you. Everything becomes a fear. Even fear of ego becomes. Now a child who is confident, you will call them overconfident. You say, no, we need to bring this overconfident child to confidence, normal confidence. This person is too overconfident, this child. Even children you don't leave. So this, so how long has it been? I'm still contemplating on this. Now if I start to fear my ego, there'll be no end to it. Professor Muiz told me then he told me in a session something like, what could it be with Mr. Obsession, right? So now fear of obsession, I already had enough. Fear of lesbianism, hidden. Another priest told me, oh my God. I mean, you see these fears that they've given you. There is no ego. There's no evil. Okay, through the Vishwanites, there is no evil in the sense that God loves all. God loves Musa as well as Pharaoh. But, so he did his work. I could understand that. But yeah, he loves all, but he doesn't love zulm, right? So that I can explain it through my religion. So, but coming back to the ego, whatever we do, we are sinners. We have an ego. But if the master is there with you, the true master, he's playing with you, people. Do you need to fear your ego all the time? Oh, check, okay. And his bhakti marga, this devotee is, then this Narasimha was coming out of his chest, and Anchu. Anchu wanted the Narasimha. His ego is coming up. Selfishness. I wish he gives it to me. This will go on. Oh, he didn't give me attention today. Now, Ravatikanda, Swamiji, has to keep going on about, if your master, if Paramahamsa Vishwananda ignores you, it doesn't mean he's ignoring you. It means you're not sick. If he gives you too much attention, that means you are sick. You need help. So don't worry about it. And all these sermons going on and on and on. I think Paramahamsa Vishwananda has lost something. And all, he gets angry. So I think he loved someone, but he couldn't find that he has his duty, like Krishna did, left Radharani because he had his duty. Something like this. I was just wondering what happened to Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Maybe like Hasad Khan, he went for his duty, Kalki in the making or something. I don't even think he's Kalki anymore. But they stop me and they say, yes, he's Kalki. Here we go again. They've got me. But Nityananda, now they're friends. They just don't meet. Nityananda recently, it's like ego. So his friend is saying against what Paramahamsa Vishwananda is saying. They were friends. They met. Your will, this is an extension of God. You don't have to fear that my will is against God's will. This is my ego. Oh, against God's, I'm going against God. Rebelling. This. Pride is coming. That is coming. You see how different they are. Paramahamsa Vishwananda and Nityananda. First and foremost, you need to see. So, I'm contemplating. No, I don't have to now contemplate on ego. I contemplated years. Let's flush the ego. Put God first. But it doesn't happen like this. That's why when I read Jiddu Krishnamurti, load fell off. No fear of. You have to see. For example, there was a time in college I was, I wish there was nothing. I was feeling so guilty what I did to that teacher. And then, why I felt like a criminal. Then, then love of Bibi Mariam, I felt, and everything just dissolved. So then later on what happened? Nothing. Shiva. Shivoham, wishing for Shivoham. And then seeing that, oh God, Parvati, this is all Maya, what Parvati has created because the wedding took place. So, this now I can explain it like this, right? Hindu way. Perhaps not precisely, but I'm doing my best. And where I falter, forgive me. So then there came a time when the principal that made me head of the admission time came, right? And I was in second year. There was a slight vacation between when I have to join third year. So principal made me the head there, and I'm standing there, and there's a long line. I'm standing at the door of our common room where students have to enter for admission and given their forms and all certificates. And I'm looking at, oh my God, and there's a feeling coming that, oh my God, this college is so important. And I felt like, oh my God, and I was about to leave this college. But yet in third year I did go to Greenwich, and I told my principal. She said, what stories have you been telling my sister? Right? But second year break, after completing second year, principal made me the head of admissions, and I'm looking at this vast, long line. A mother wants to come in. She could, just gate crash, door crash. She came from the back door in a common room, and and I have to be strict with her, like, no, Matt, no, sorry, you cannot go in, and all this. I asked the teachers, they said no. And if I had left the door, she would have just sneaked in. So there's like Larai, fighting, tug of war, for the admission. So I was like, no, I don't want this feeling. I've never felt that something is so important to me in my life, other than love or my teacher, Mr. Sa. What's happening to me? I don't want this. But it came, the feeling came. Pride. Oh my God, I'm a St. Josephine College student. Very important college, the best in the whole of Karachi. People are dying to come here. Students, young girls are dying to come here. Girls are dying to come here. And I didn't want the feeling, but it came. You see why? Now, today I sat myself down because I was thinking about the ego, and I remembered this day in college. And I said, what happened to me? I didn't want this feeling. Oh my God, we're so important. And I'm with the principal, and she's made me the head here. And look, people are dying to come here. So important. Pride came. Why? Because what did I lose? So I said, no, I haven't lost anything. And then I sat myself down just for a little while, contemplating. Are you sure what came out? Like, what have you lost? I asked myself this, what did you lose? You know what I lost? Even I didn't know what I had lost. The true love. I'd role-played to leave Mr. Sa for her own good. Like the priest had told me, don't be like a possessive mother. I went to Christ the King priest. He told me there, don't be like a possessive mother. Well, if you love Mr. Sa, then why don't you leave her? Finally, God gave me the strength to leave her. I'm not saying it's my own. I tried to hate Mr. Sa, torture myself when thinking of Mr. Sa, but it wasn't helping. One fine day it just happened. It blew away. Everything just went away. Whoosh. And so I was so grateful and all this. But you know what like when you lose that love, true love, what happens? All this fame you want, it starts to come to you. It's offering itself to you. And you're like, no, I'm becoming proud here. I'm like this. I don't want this feeling, don't want. And I'm also scared. I didn't want the feeling of pride that I'm a St. Josephine. And how did this feel? I'm different now. That's Miss Desai said everyone will change, but Zara will never change. No, Zara is changing. Zara in Miss Desai's style, right? Not the Arab style, Zara. So this, oh God. You know what I lost? I can't say in words, so I started to listen to Indian music. The first one I listened to was, so this music, it was something, I'm not, I didn't lose anything. हाय ये मजबूरी, ये मौसम और ये दूरी, मुझे पल पल है तर पाए, तेरी 2 टकियां दी नौकरी, वे मेरा लाखों दा सावन जाए, डिंग डंग डिंग छप्पी जी जाए, नई दुनिया बना लेते हैं लोग, एक चेहरे पे कई चेहरे लगा लेते हैं लोग. Neighbors are going to kill me. I'm awake in the night. Ramta Jogi. What happened to her? Ishq Bina. Tal movie. Tal movie. Do you see? She lost her true self because she lost her love. Things start to become, you start to become modern, advanced, or, this. You lose your way. Lose your true self. Then the ego comes, pride comes. Oh, lovely, I'm enjoying this. I'm a St. Joseph's College student. Wow. Then all these things, material values, number one school, college in Karachi. Before it wasn't like that for us. We never used to compete or think, okay, someone is great, God has, they deserve it. But this kind of ego pride came in, which I didn't like. And I didn't want it. Now you're going to say, Zara, you developed the ego, a fear of ego. Oh my God, I don't want it. I don't. And the more I say I don't want it, the more I resist it. It's calm. It's calm. Live, Narasimha Jayanti 2023 Bhakti Marga. Spoken about this also? No. But so now but you see, no, you are not. You've lost your true selves. That's why the ego is coming up. Things will, and even if you don't want it, it will come. And when it comes, even when you're trying to push against it, no, I don't want this feeling. I don't want this thought. It's there. It's got you. Okay? So, no answers now. I'm still wondering. Let's see, contemplating. No copyrights infringement intended. Just showing you my history library. Bit of it. You see, this Paramahamsa Vishwananda can go on dealing with his disciples, their ego, this, someone complaining, someone saying, oh God, Paramahamsa Vishwananda doesn't give me attention. This. Anyways, and my thing is that if I don't love someone, if I admire someone, he's very handsome, this and that, but that's it. Not just sleeping around or anything like that. I mean, I didn't sleep around with the guy who was handsome. Two guys, dark and one fair. You see, they respected me. I was safe. So thank God, nothing like that happened. They were very good people. So, and I cannot, maybe God, like Paramahamsa Vishwananda was saying that this love at first sight. But maybe Radharani, seeing Krishna in this life, realized he was Krishna. I mean, at that time, but I've known him, and this love comes from Allah, God. Ouch. So, Paramahamsa Vishwananda was putting love at first sight down. No. Dil to Pagal Hai movie. So he's become a little so he can crush your ego, but he doesn't know what love is. He knows it, but he's hiding something. That's what another people group, even at the Gora Haridas group, were saying to me. And then there are people who make themselves bad to make, so politics did that. And they realized for sure that Prophet Muhammad was not. Because there were eyes coming against them. And they were like, we know what's in our hearts. And so they knew for sure that Prophet Muhammad was a liar, a false prophet. And something like that. But anyways, it's not that I want Paramahamsa Vishwananda's attention or anything like that, okay? I can see, but can we know for sure? I'll have to check myself and fear ego. Is my ego coming? Do I really want his attention? Now it would take me 4 or 5 months to think about this and check, and even then I can never be sure. So you see, like Gora Das said, there are women who want to sleep. I can't say that. I don't know. His disciples are not like this. So why should I put his disciples down? The girls, the ladies, please. So they're very nice ladies, and but would he want to sleep with them, right? And also the ladies, I think they've underestimated Gora Haridas, them, because they've been married. They came there. Some of them are very beautiful, young, and so like that. I don't think they would want to. No. There are some ladies who keep or just admiring that, oh, our master is so handsome, and like that. And we don't bring that in physical thing, right? And really, this he looks like Hassad Khan in London. But if God had not, he may be very handsome. Like there's a George Michael, my friend, thought was handsome and was crazy at one time after him, and I didn't think he was handsome or anything. My thing is different. It doesn't mean that if you think someone is handsome, also that you would want to sleep with them. No. He could be your hero. You could admire. Now there's so many who admire Sheikh Hamdan. Doesn't mean they want to sleep with him. We just admire him. And he was once Sheikh Hamdan was asking on Facebook or something. Maybe it's that do you want me to get married? And I said yes, brother. You should get married. Why not? Are you going to miss me? We said no. We'll miss. We won't miss you. You're still here, but we miss that beautiful life for you, right? It's looking like a grandmother or a mother or a sister. So so how come if I'm Radharani, Paramahamsa Vishwananda doesn't even recognize me? And here I'm withering away. Anyways, but I'm very older, 10 years older. But Hassad Khan, I was 5 years older. So, no, he's got a duty, but what a duty he's doing. But terrible. He will never be able to crush your egos. You see, he was giving the story, made me so sad. That one who was doing the spiritual mantra for Narasimha, and a foreigner came and brought Narasimha to him. He couldn't even see. In the cave he was. What a tragedy. There's someone who's doing mantra for years, and there's someone who finds that monster, God, right? And brings him to the mantra man, who's Swamiji. And Narasimha told him, you can't see me because you still have that pride in you. So sad. You can do mantra for years. And if for a moment you think I'm Indian and this is my, like I thought of St. Joseph's College, I'm a student, it will be gone. But you know what? Don't be scared of that. What is it? Like Jiddu Krishnamurti? See what Jiddu. Don't be scared. It won't leave you. The pride won't leave you. You'll be talking about it. Even confessing, the pride will not leave you. So what do you need to see? So I needed to sit myself down today and see, why did I get this pride when this is not that old Zara? My mother was very graceful, but when she became insecure, she didn't care about money and all. She used to say, I want my husband with me. I don't want him to travel so much and on money. So थोड़ा है, थोड़ी की ज़रूरत है, ज़िंदगी फिर भी यहाँ खूबसूरत है. That's an Indian song, movie song. थोड़ा है. I can't sing. My throat, something's wrong with it. Okay, थोड़े की ज़रूरत है. So we would have been so satisfied with loving relationship until God has given us everything. That's our God gave us everything. We're grateful, and and when He takes things away from us, it's okay. It's God testing us. So that's also okay. But this pride coming, even to spiritual beings, swamis and all, terrible. And that self-righteous behavior also coming in our religious people, that's also wrong. So there's no way out of this ego. You can be trained. You need to look when I was working for my cousin's wife, she had left her work. She had taken a vacation, but she never came back. Anyways, I was working there for this Russian wife of my cousin. She had gone back home. So there, a Pakistani man who was working there, younger to me, told me, you need to look at your fear. Look at it. Face it. Look it right straight in the eye. I said, it's like devil's ground, because I just graduated from college and the devils had come back haunting me against Mrs. Munira Gulzar too. So now it was like devil's ground again. So he said, look your enemy in the eye. Okay, sometimes maybe a master can help, but I think he should dissolve your ego, because if he's kept you on a leash. I don't know. Maybe, let's see what happens. Am I being unfair to Paramahamsa Vishwananda, that poor guy we have? First, Gora Hari Das. And before Gora Hari Das even, I've questioned Paramahamsa Vishwananda. But he's God man. How can I be saying Atava, Atava, Atava? Anyways, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Ego? Is it ego? No, he should let his... when he spoke about... I think he was talking about Narasimha and that poor disciple. I don't know what happened. They didn't show who it was. Let her get mad about it. Once even Sadhguru was like, shh. What are you now crying and screaming? Oh, Jalal. We say Jalal has come. Like they have this. So, my God, something has gone wrong. And even about the Indian lady, he was talking about the cancer. And that Indian lady had the gall to tell him that, now, she wasn't even grateful. You see, all these problems we're having when we have masters, this is what Jita Krishna. Oh, my stomach. Maybe Narasimha is getting my stomach. Since I've been watching him, my stomach has been hurting. Maybe I also have some Narasimha torn my... why is it getting me? Good, that I don't mind. But good, get my ego, my stomach, rip it apart. I hope I don't mind and I don't say anything against that. But complain or anything. I hope my ego doesn't come. See, that's the problem. I'm so scared of this ego. Look at the ego. Look at it. But you see, this is not your ego. You have lost something. But one thing Gora Hari Das was saying, I must say also, that love, connect, that love. If you love someone, you have lost your true self. That's why all these demons and attacks and are coming. It's not your ego. You don't want to think like that. Do you want to be proud like that? You would be resisting. Like I was resisting. I was like, how did this pop up? No, I realized that I started to think this college is one of a kind. Not that I want to be like, it's not my, oh, what is this college? It's nothing, it's garbage. Although, like, no, it's not out of ego, it's just, that you would say, what is my ideal at the time? Who is my ideal? Hussein, Imam Hussein was my ideal. Gave everything for God. Even Shami Kapoor, Mr. Shami Kapoor, I met, couldn't, but he was so humble. I admired him. What a man he was. But I didn't tell him that I've seen your movies and, oh, you are so, oh, you're that. I didn't. You know why? Because I didn't want that thing to come. It's not right for us Shias. Imam Hussein. So my ideal is that, not St. Joseph's College or Harvard University or Oxford University College. No. But it comes. Oh, you suddenly realize you're hit. Oh, I'm in Harvard University. I mean, St. Joseph's College in Sindh, the best in Sindh. And which one was in Punjab? That was for Punjab, the best. So through this, I realized that we have lost. What, even listening to Nityananda this time, thank God, our will is just, don't get scared. Oh my God, oh my will is coming. Oh my God, I'm a sinner. I'm bad. I have ego. I'm ungrateful. So how to go about this? Jiddu Krishna has shown us. And Muji Babas, now don't concentrate on your ego. Be the cow that jumped over the moon. Otherwise, even you will have problems, and the master, you will give problems to the master, and the master is complaining, ungrateful people. Even that Indian lady with cancer, I told her this, then again she comes up and it's like so nonchalant. I don't care. I gave her a year, and I don't care what you gave me. Like, even, you suffer, ego comes up. Is this ego, you want the ego or you don't want the ego? Of course, all the disciples of Paramahamsa Vishwananda will say, we don't want ego. Please flush it today. So that's what we're wanting to do. But don't flush it, because it won't get flushed. No matter how much you tell yourself, I flushed my ego, I put God first, I put myself in the diggy, in the back, in the trunk of the car. I'm not important. My desires are not important. Or some say sublime, make it sublime. Like give a sacrifice, like Imam was saying. Give a sacrifice. So too long of a sacrifice can make a stone of a heart. You know which poet said this? Too long of sacrifice can make a stone of a heart. Easter 1916, Wikipedia. Who said this? Yeats. Yeats said it, Irish poet. Or Keats. No, not Keats. Yeats. Yeats said it. Yeats. These lines come from Easter 1916, the poet's lines. Too long of a sacrifice can make a stone of the heart, and I keep saying heart. Now, what I'll do is come back, take a break, and we'll see whether we can flush the ego or we can do a bit of contemplation. Don't worry, Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji says, whatever criminal you feel like a criminal, just give your worries to me. If you worry about the ego, Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji has made it easy for us. But I still want to know, why do we have to fight? You see, now Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, now we have another master that says we have to crush this ego. Ego is coming up by Bhakti Margas. Okay? Some of them no, some of them yes. Oh, it started the background caller is calling us onto faith. But I don't want this caller as a voice to come here. So I have to go. Thank you so much.